I may be a hoarder. I'm a hoarder. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, it's going to be a little different. If you guys can't tell, I have quite a few books sitting behind me. If you guys can already tell, I'm a book hoarder. I love reading. Reading is one of my biggest passions besides makeup and video games. I have three major passions in my life, and it's all three. And I've been a reader my entire life. I actually got my degree in creative writing, and I've done so much with it. So, but I'm a huge avid reader, and I am currently filming on my channel a bookshelf tour, or like building my dream bookshelves. And I only did part one because I kind of got stuck and I didn't know what to do, because I realized I have more books than I do bookshelves. So I told you guys in that video, I have a massive book haul because I got books for Christmas and I also got gift cards for books. So everything you see behind me is because of Christmas. I luckily had some amazing friends and family who hooked a girl up. So this is my first and probably last book haul of 2023, because I realized I still need more books. So you guys want to see all the books I got and why I got them? Well, then definitely keep watching. You know that video where like I took nine. That's me. But like with books, I overestimated what I was really asking for Christmas. And I don't know, I guess I just don't really ever think anyone's gonna get me anything because I don't expect it. But when they do, it's really sweet and very shocking. And you know, I had, Corey and my sister and Alex and Teresa and some of my friends give me gift cards and give me books, and they really hooked me up this Christmas season with my love for books. And so I went crazy, and I thought I only bought like 20 books. I bought more, and then I realized, oh, I up, because Corey was really sweet. He bought me the Billy bookcases from IKEA. So they're not like that expensive, but I've always wanted the Billy bookcases. I have 4 of them. And they're kind of like full, but I'm still, well, I haven't done since the last organization video. I still have books all over my floor. It's why you guys haven't been able to see my floor. But I figured out how I'm going to do it. I just have to film it after this. So I'm actually going to start to stack books behind books because I have so much backspace. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm also going to do book declutter. And I feel really weird getting rid of books. Like, I don't know. The one time I did, y'all, I feel like my camera keeps getting blurry, and I'm so sorry that it keeps doing that. I'm very sorry. But like the one time that I decided to donate books, I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to donate books. If you guys have ever heard of an author named Ellen Hopkins, she doesn't write kid-friendly books. She writes books about drug abuse, sexual abuse, drinking, underage drinking, self-harm. She writes really triggering books. And there's like books called Cracked and Burned and Impulse, stuff like that. I read that when I was in high school. Tell me why I wasn't thinking. And one of my friends, she works in the hospital. And I was like, hey, kids love to read. I mean, who doesn't want free books? Why don't you take these books to the children's section of the hospital? And I didn't realize what I did until it was already too late, that I donated those type of books to the hospital. I hope they didn't make it there, because that's like, I felt like such a piece of I'm like, oh my God, I'm donating these type of books to a hospital. I should be donating like happy, friendly, like Magic Tree House series, not freaking books about being hooked on crack. Like, I was like, I'm so embarrassed. So I haven't donated books since. So it's why my pile has really like piled up. But I have this thing. I absolutely love a paper book. I love paper book. It is like treasure to me. And I'm that type of person when I'm in the store. Oh, when I see a book that I want, I dig to find the very last book and I pull it out. It has to be in pristine condition, because if it's not, I'm like, I hate myself sometimes. Well, no, I don't. Not sometimes, all the time. But I just am like anal like that. So I take very good care of my books, but it's also very hard for me to want to part from them or to like mark on them, like write in them. I can't. So I don't want to just like toss these books. So I was just saying that I'm in my bookshelf tour, when I do my part 2, I'm going to show you guys all the books that I'm no longer going to keep for myself, that I'm going to declutter. And if you guys just like want them, let me know, because I'd rather them go to like a better home than just end up in the trash somewhere, because I'm going to try to donate them somewhere. But some of these books, I'm like, who would want these? You know what I mean? So if you guys want them, let me know in that video what you guys want, and I could just send it to you guys, because I'd rather the book go to a better home, because the idea of me like throwing away a book just makes me like So upset. I'm such a weird person. So anyway, I'm gonna go over all the books that are behind me. Not that I need any more books, but we have them. Is this gonna stop me from buying books all year round? Probably not, because I did buy a book today. But I really wanted this book. Okay, so the book I really wanted to buy, and I'm gonna have to show it to you guys. I'm gonna have to like read it to you guys. I'll put the picture here. I bought it because I've heard nothing but amazing things about this book, and it was featured in Book of the Month, which I refused to sign up for because I like paperback over hardcover, and I don't know. I have problems. Okay, so this book that I bought today, it's going to be arriving on Saturday. It's called Babel, or The Necessity of Violence, an Archine History of Oxford Translator Revolution. This does not seem like it'd be for me, okay? I've been randomly watching a lot of book content on YouTube, and I just was like, what's this book? Why is everybody talking about it? Let me go ahead and check it out. So I did, and I was like, okay, this has gotten 4.5 out of 5 stars out of 2,351 reviews. I'm like, that's actually incredible. It's an editor's pick. It was Book of the Month feature. Okay, so it says 1828, Robin Smith, orphaned by cholera in Canton, is brought to London by the mysterious Professor Lovo. There he trains for a year in Latin, ancient Greece, and Chinese, all in preparation for the day home road in Oxford University prestigious Royal Institute of Translation, also known as Bible. Bible, or Babil, is the world's center for translation and, more importantly, magic. Silver working, the art of manifesting the means lost in translation using enhanced silver bars, has made the British unparalleled in power as its knowledge serves the empire's quest for colonization. For Robin, Oxford is a utopia dedicated to pursuit of knowledge, but knowledge obeys power, and as a Chinese boy raised in Britain, Robin realizes serving Babel means betraying his motherland. As study progresses, Robin finds himself caught between Babel and Shadowy Hermes Society, an organization dedicated to stopping imperial expansion. When Britain pursues an unjust war with China over silver and opium, Robin must decide. Can powerful institutions be changed from within, or does revolution always require violence? And I've heard nothing but amazing things about this. Everybody's raving about it. There's so many authors that are raving about this, so many reviews. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it. I bought it. It arrives on Saturday. So I did buy something, and I shouldn't, but I did. But it just sounds so good. I've been hearing everybody talk about this, so I wanted to get it. So now we're gonna move on to what's behind me. The first thing we have, this is called Midnight Jewel. This is by Rachel Mead. This is actually the second book in the Glittering Court series. I have the first book, and if you guys have not read any of Rachel Mead's books, oh my god, I highly suggest you guys do so. This is the author of the Vampire Academy series, and she also did a spin-off series, and I love that series. I also love the spin-off series so damn much. They're such a phenomenal series. Rachel Mead was one of those authors that I was obsessed with in high school, and it really does bring me back to my high school days when I see her. So this is the second book in the series, and I wanted to get it. Surprisingly, the hardback was cheaper than the paperback. Like, this was like $12, and the paperback was like $15 or $16. I'm like, how does that happen? But I also have the first book in hardcover, so I'm trying to keep up with like the aesthetics. Like I prefer paperback now over hardcover, but I think just because it's cheaper and it just fits better in my bookshelf. But anyway, so I bought the second book in the series because I was like, I really want to finish this series. I love Rachel Mead so much. The first book is right back here, and she's a phenomenal writer. If you guys want to try anything, she is YA, but her work is fantastic. She will keep you captivated all series long. Next, I bought the Hunted series. This is called Temptation by Ivy Smoke. So if you guys have not seen, Paige and I recently did a book swap for Christmas where we bought each other 10 books for each other on challenges that we created, and one of the books had to be a dark romance and like really smutty. So I bought this for her, and I read the back of it, and I was like, oh my god, I want to get this myself. It says, because I want to get this myself because, I don't know, I'm going to be very real. I have always had teacher-student fantasies. Like, who hasn't? Did I ever flirt with any of my professors and teachers? I did. So this kind of like let me live out my dream. It says this. Shy student Penny Taylor always follows the rules. At least that's how it appears to her classmates. But she has one illicit secret. She's fallen hard for her professor, and she's pretty sure he's fallen for her too. Yes. Everyone loves Professor Hunter. He's tall, dark, and handsome. He's completely unobtainable, but it's secrets hiding behind his deep brown eyes that allures Penny. Secrets deeper than she could ever imagine. James Hunter gave up his billionaire lifestyle in NYC last year to become a professor. The easiest new rule to follow: don't fraternize with the students. It's easy to follow because he's become quite the recluse in his new town. The only way he knows how to keep his secrets buried. But he never expected to be teaching such a beautiful student. He has to resist her. He needs to walk away. Penny deserves better than a man with his demons, but she's daring him to cross the line, and he's never been one to resist temptation. I swear to God, if it's not smutty, if there's not like freaking sex scenes, I'm gonna get so freaking pissed, because that's why I bought this book. I read the reviews. It says that it's very steamy and like it's a teacher professor like relationship. It's like a teacher student relationship. Like, who has not had those fantasies? Because I know I sure as hell have. All right, so next I bought The Wicked King by Holly Black. So I have the first book called The Cruel Prince. So I decided to go ahead and get the second book as well, because I just like to complete my trilogy. I like to complete my series. And I've heard amazing things about this particular series. Now, I do have on my Amazon wish list the modern fairy tales. Like, it has Tith, Valorant, and like Ironside. This is what Holly Black wrote. This is like Holly Black's like first books that she's ever wrote back when I was in high school. And when I read the Tith series, I hated it. I was like, this is so immature writing, immature storytelling. I just was not captivated by it, but I read the whole story because I'm the type of person that like I kind of have to finish what I started, right? And I don't remember, I just remember not really caring for that series, and I don't have those books with me now. I think those books are still at my parents' house, if I'm correct. I think they're up in my closet, and if I could find them, I absolutely will get them back and put them in my collection. But they also have a new, prettier looking version of it, which I kind of want more, because I kind of want to reread those series to kind of give them a chance. I read them when I was like 13, 14, and I want to read them as like a 33-year-old. But anyway, she came out with the second series, and this is called The Cruel Prince, and it has the Cruel Prince, the Wicked King, and the Queen of Nothing. And I've heard amazing things about this. So many book people that I've seen on TikTok, on Instagram, and on YouTube have talked about this particular series and saying how amazing it is. So this is the second book in the series. The third book is The Queen of Nothing. The first book is The Cruel Prince, which I already do have. So I wanted to go ahead and just add to my collection so I could read it, because I'm the type of person that the second I start reading, I can read through a book rather quickly. So the second I finish, I immediately want to have the second book. I hate waiting. So I went ahead and I picked up that book. I also grabbed the Plated Prisoner series from Raven Kennedy. This is the fourth book in the Gilded series. So I have the first three sitting on my stand right over there. And I remember seeing this series on TikTok last year. And I remember I talked about it. And I guess I talked about it. Quite a few of you guys actually went on Amazon and got this series and said you guys read it within days. You guys read all three books. You guys loved it. Well, they have a fourth book, and the fifth one actually should be coming out, I think, in the next month or so, which I guess I'm going to break my streak and I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. But this is the fourth book in the series. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I actually did get Paige the first book for her so she could try it out. And it's pretty much about like the Midas, like King Midas, and like it's pretty much about King Midas and like the golden touch, but he doesn't have the golden touch. It is a girl that has a golden touch, and he keeps her locked in a cage pretty much because he just wants to treasure her and no one else can have her, and there's an escape and all this type of stuff. It's a really good, great series, and so I got the fourth book in it. I just think it's so pretty. I also didn't realize how massive it was, and you know, the font isn't that small either. So I'm like already setting myself up for challenges for how big books are, but you know what? Bring it is what I say. I'm going over what I bought first before what I get into gifts. So the next book that I bought was The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. This is the third book in the series. This kind of wraps it up right here, so you can kind of see all the books she wrote. This kind of just ties everything in. Again, this was covered by gift cards. I was able to go and splurge and get everything. And I remember seeing this one's like all over the bookstore. Like everybody has this on display. I think this is like the biggest one, and it's really pretty. I love the cover. I love the aesthetics. I think it's super pretty. So I now get to complete the collection. So now I can start reading the series, and I could see if I really do like her writing or not, if my thoughts have changed on her. So next I bought The Rule of Wolves, and it's 50% off, which I thought was actually incredible that it was 50% off, and it looks incredible. The story was about a demon king that has an army, a storm witch, and a queen of mourning, and it's like this different like fantasy fairy tale style. It is hardcover, but I couldn't pass up a 50% off deal. I haven't really heard a lot of people talking about this, but it is praised by a previous author that I'm very well with her work. So I was really impressed with how well this is praised. It's a really pretty color, really pretty cover, kind of like drew me in, and it was 50% off. So I was like, well, why not? Why not get it and enjoy it for like $10 compared to what it would have been. Next, I got The Emerald Sea. This is by Rachel Mead. Again, this is the third and final book in the Glittering Court series. This is the third book in the Glittering Court series. I love the cover design on it. The only thing I didn't like was that this was kind of torn in the back. And you guys know that I'm very particular about like how I like my books, but this was the only copy they had in store, and it was a physical gift card that I had to use. It's not like I can use. It was a physical gift card, so I didn't want to have my gift card taken up with shipping and handling because sometimes that could happen. And so I went ahead and I just got it. I was like, whatever. I have a gift card. It is what it is. But this is the third book in the series. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I'm really, really excited to finish this off and see where this series goes, if it continues. And I love Rachel Mead, and I just think you guys should really check her out if you guys have not already. Okay, so next, moving on to another series that I purchased. If you guys have not seen, there's a series called The Red Queen by Victoria Avard. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but she has like 5 books in her series, and I had messed up, but it is what it is. I had the receipt, so I'm sure I can actually go and exchange it. I might actually just do that. But I bought quite a few of her books. So the first ones I bought were the King Cage, the War Storm, and the Broken Throne. So there's 5 books in the series. It's Red Queen, Glass Sword, King Cage, War Storm, and then there's Throne series. And I have the Red Queen, and I bought these 2 to finish off the series, and I just realized that I don't have Glass Sword. I buy Glass Sword because I didn't see it, and so I bought these ones instead. So I have like the 3rd and 4th book. And then technically they have this one right here. This is called Broken Throne. But the only reason why I'm probably going to actually just exchange this for Glass Sword is that this is actually a novella book. So it actually has like tons of short stories in here. So it's like tons of short. This is a must-have companion to the iconic Red Queen series. Includes 3 brand new short stories, as well as extra scenes, maps, family trees, flags, and more. Now, I looked at this on Amazon. Everybody raved about this. Everybody said, oh my God, this is a great way to kind of wrap up all the characters, to wrap up all the stories. So this is why you should have it. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this or not. I might just go exchange it for Glass Sword since I don't have that, or I might just buy Glass Sword so I could have it as well. But I bought this series because I've heard nothing but amazing things about the Red Queen. I really wanted to read it. I looked all over TikTok, Instagram, and Amazon. It was rated very highly. So I bought these 3. So next I bought the Realm Breaker. This is the brand new series that she started. So there's the Realm Breaker, and then there is the Blade Breaker. There's the Blade Breakers. So you have the Realm Breaker. This is a new series for her, and I've heard amazing things about them. It's highly rated all over Amazon as well. And so I just want to go ahead and pick up the series. I had a gift card, so I was like, why not go ahead and splurge and like get myself these things? So that is what I did, and I'm very glad that I did because I just have so many books to read. If you guys can't tell, I kind of stick to a particular genre. I love YA and I love fantasy and sci-fi, and these are definitely like high fantasies right there. So okay, so last but not least that I bought myself because of gift cards, it's the Recruitment, a dystopian it's called Recruitment. It's a dystopian novel. This is the Resistance trilogy, and I bought this a couple days ago, but it still hasn't come in yet. It's supposed to come in today sometime, but I'm just going ahead and filming this. So it says that this book, in Valta, no matter what month you were born, everyone is assigned the same birthday, November 1st. It's the anniversary of the day when the government declared war on the Eastern Order. The day you turn 17, the recruiters come to take you away, and no one hears from you again. It's October 31st. Today, Cress is 16 years old. Tomorrow she'll be taken. The good news, so were her best friend Carden and Browan, the handsome, enigmatic boy she avoided all her life. The bad news, recruitment isn't what any of them expected. Weeks of training await. Military and psychological tests, escape rooms, hand-to-hand combat. The recruits are told that they're key to winning the war. But with each day that passes, things begin to make less sense. If only Cress had been able to bring her trained raven, Render, with her. If only none of them had ever had to come to this place. So again, it said amazing reviews on Amazon, so I picked that up as part of my gift card. So unfortunately, that just hasn't arrived yet. It's coming in today. But those are all the books that I was able to buy off my Amazon wish list with the gift cards that I had, and also with going to Books A Million and whatnot. So thank you so much to my friends and family who gifted me those cards. Now we're going to move on to the books that I was actually given during. Now we're going to move on to the books that was actually given to me for Christmas. Like, these were actually purchased and given, wrapped up, and I'm so excited to share them with you guys. The first book we have is called The Poppy War. This is by R.F. Kuang. This is the same author of Babel? Like, I don't know how to say it properly. I'm so sorry. So again, this was rated so freaking highly on Amazon. So it says, when war orphan Ren Ace Kaiju, the empire-wide test to find the most talented youth to learn the academics, she surprised everyone, test officials, the guardians who wanted to marry her off and further their criminal enterprises, and even herself. But being a dark-skinned peasant girl from the south is not easy in Sengard, the most elite military school in Naikin. Targeted by rival classmates for her color, poverty, and gender, Ren discovers that God longs Ren discovers that gods long thought dead are very much alive and that she possesses a lethal, unearthly power. An aptitude for her nearly mythical art of shamanism that could be the weapon that the Empire desperately needs. When Rakira is at peace, its enemy and former occupiers, the Federation of Mungan, bides its time. And its third, Poppy Wars, just a spark away. Ren's schematic powers may be the only way to save her people, yet as she discovers more about the god that has chosen her, the vengeful phoenix, she fears that winning the war may cost her humanity, and it may already be too late. I've heard amazing things about this. All 3 are out, so I wanted to go ahead and pick this up, and every single person I looked up on TikTok said that this is just amazing. So Corey actually got this for me for Christmas. I was actually really excited. Next, Corey also got me the Shadow and Ember. This is from Jennifer Armentrout. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but this is supposed to be a sexy book. So it says, born shrouded in the veil of primals, a maiden at the fates promise, Seraphine Morel's future has never been hers. Chosen before birth to uphold the desperate deal her ancestors struck to save his people, Sarah must leave behind her life and offer herself to the primal of death at his consort. However, Sarah's real destiny is the most closely guarded secret in all of Lasagna. She's not the well-protected maiden, but an assassin with one mission, one target. Make the primal of death fall in love, become his weakness, and then end him. If she fails, she dooms her kingdom to slow demise at the hand of the rot. Sarah has always known what she was, chosen, consort, assassin, weapon, a spectator that never fully formed yet drenched in blood, a monster, until the primal of death's unexpected words and deeds chase away the darkness gathering inside of her, and his seductive touch ignites a passion she never allowed herself to feel and cannot feel for him. But Sarah has never had a choice. Either way, her life is forfeit. It always has been, as she has been forever touched by life and death. Sex book, dark, romance. I'm in. So Corey got that for me as well. Okay, so next, my sister actually got these books for me because she wanted me to send her a list of all these books that I wanted. So I sent her just a mass majority of all the books are on my list. And she actually sent me quite a few. I was really surprised. So if you guys ever heard, there's a book called Crave, and I'm sure you guys have heard about it. It is a huge, huge #1 bestseller. It's all over the internet. Everybody loves it because it's like a high school Vampire Academy style book. So I have the first book, and my sister was so kind to send me Crush, the 3rd book, the 4th book, and the 5th book in the series. So she sent me all 4 books because I already have the first one, and I was like, Stacy, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? She was incredibly kind. She sent me all 4 books. So now I have the series right here in front of me that I could read. I know Paige read the first one, and I was very impressed with her for reading it because it is a sci-fi fantasy, but it also has romance. It's more modern, so it's a little bit more of an easier read for her, and I was very glad that she loved it, and I'm just now excited because now I could read these as well. So my sister sent me all 4 books, and I was like, Stacy, you're freaking amazing. That was incredibly kind of her to send these over my way. I'm so excited, and they're all hardcover because I think all these are hardcover to begin with, but I was so excited. And Corey was like, yeah, don't buy those, because I was actually going to buy it off my list when I got those gift cards. He goes, don't buy it, and I was like, why? He goes, you'll find out later. And then surprise! My sister surprised me. Okay, so next Corey got me this. This is called Curse of Shadows and Thrones. L.J. Andrews. His name, L.J. Andrews sounds so familiar. I just can't place the name. But it's another dark romance smutty series, and it says, ever since her people stole the crown from the fake king, Elise, the irrelevant niece of the new king, would rather sneak into gambling halls with the servants than attend the galas demanded by her status. But soon her uncle forces her into negotiations for a marriage. If she refuses, her deathly ill father would pay the price. Trapped by her sense of duty, Elise works with Legion Grey, the handsome and mysterious dowry negotiator. But Legion holds more than her future in his hands. He incites her anger and her passion. Does he feel some inescapable forbidden desire? When a coup upends the kingdom, Elise is marked as a traitor. She flees with Legion, only to discover he holds more secrets than anyone. Unknowingly, Elise sets in motion Legion's beastly curse. To break the curse and restore his memories, Elise must unravel the secrets of Legion's vicious past. But is he worth her heart and her life? So Corey got it from me, and I was like, sweet, thank you so much. These next 4 books that Corey also got me, I was really surprised about because I did not think they were going to be as big as they were. So there is an adult Harry Potter series out there. It's called the Zodiac Academy, and it's like Harry Potter meets adult sexual fantasy stuff, right? But you're like in an academy like Harry Potter is, but like dark as well. So I have the first book, and I was telling Corey I was really excited about the first book. One of my friends, Jessica, she's read the series and said amazing things about the series. And so I asked for it for Christmas. I didn't think I was going to get all of them, but Corey surprised me, and he did. He got them for me for Christmas, and I was like, wait, what? Because I thought that was so sweet. But like when they arrived, I was like, I have my work cut out for me. So we have the second book in the series. This is Zodiac, called Ruthless Fae. So this is the second book. Okay, it doesn't look too bad, right? No, it doesn't look too bad. But then we have the third book, which is called The Reckoning, right here. Okay, she starts to get a little thicker, and the font is tiny. The font is tiny. I think this goes up to like 640. So we have that. So this is the third book. We have the fourth book. We have the fourth book, which is called Shadow Princess. It just gets bigger. And then we have the fifth book, and I was like, oh my God, because this is even massive. So this is called Cursed Fates. But then the last book is called Fated Throne. And this, I think, is might be the biggest of them all. I think this one goes up to like 650, is like 656 or something like that. Very intense, very like really thick books. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know why. I guess I thought it'd be kind of smaller like the first, I guess. So I wasn't expecting to be so thick and heavy. And like when the books came in the Amazon, I was like, why is this box so heavy? I opened it up and I was like, holy shit. Like I was not expecting that. But I'm really excited to read this series. I hear amazing things about it. So it looks really good. And Corey completed the series, and I was really surprised. So thank you, babe. I love you. Okay, so last but not least, this is a series that I've always wanted to read. I've seen everybody talk about this series. I've seen on everybody's bookshelf tour. I've heard amazing things about this. I did not think that my sister was going to send this to me. And when she sent it to me, I cried because I was just not expecting it, especially because it's hardcover. But sent me the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I was so blown away that my sister sent this to me because this bad boy isn't cheap, and she had already spoiled me with the 4 other books. I could not believe that she sent this my way. It is just so big and heavy, but it looks so beautiful, and I am so excited. I have her other series, which is the ACOTAR series, so it's like A Court of Throne and Glass. I have that series, and I've heard nothing but amazing things about this series as well. It's so highly rated. I think they're going to make her stuff into like movies or TV shows, but my sister really surprised me because I did not expect to get this entire book set right here. It's also really freaking heavy. But it looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm so excited that she was so kind enough to send this to me for Christmas. Like, it really took my breath away. I was not expecting that. My sister knows how much I love reading, and she's like, I want to make sure your passion is taken care of and that you're reading for quite some time. You're just going to be entertained for quite some time. And I was just thoroughly impressed with her. I was like, Stacey, thank you so much. So I'm so excited because I'm going to have these books on display in my bookshelf because these are really beautiful and these are so highly coveted. Everybody loves these books. Everybody talks so highly about them, and I am just so excited to dig into the series. I've wanted to dig into the series for so long. So Stacey, thank you so much. It was like seriously the best gift ever. It really took my breath away. So that is my entire book haul. I think that's like 33 books that I have in total for the year of 2023. Technically, I got majority of these books in 2022, but I'm just now showing it to you because I'm now sitting down to film it. But that is my massive book haul. I haven't had a book haul like this in so long. I typically don't do book haul like this. I just buy like 1 or 2 books here and there, read them and whatnot. But this was huge. I probably won't have another book haul for quite some time. I'm going to try to like limit how much I buy. I'm a book hoarder. What can I say? I have just these needs. I have to shop. I'm a book hoarder. What can I say? I need books. But I will maybe eventually try Kindle. But I just love having the physical book. And these were amazing Christmas gifts from my friends and families. And it just means so much to me. And they are just contributing to my hoarding. And I just really appreciate that. So but that is it for today's video, guys. I really do hope you guys like this video. Let me know if there's any books I talked about that you guys are excited about. I'll make sure I link all the books down below so you guys can go check them out as well. I love talking about books, and I love reading books, and I just love to share that part of myself with you guys. So yeah, that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, so I do post 4 to 5 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, Art for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to all these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in my very next video. Bye! I got given books for Christmas, and I got given I got given books for like $12, and it's by the same this broken it says this book, so the setting of this book is, so the description of this book is, but this is by the same author, and it says, when war orphan Rin Ace the Keiju, the empire wide test. So it says, my sister was so kind to send me like the second, my sister was so kind to send me the second book